Okay, quick update on my constant value crypto trading endeavor here. You can see down here I've got a basket of coins, mostly a good number of DeFi coins can be found on Kyber Network, and then a couple of coins that I'm trading on the Waves exchange over here to the right. So let me show you what's going on here. So the first one is KNC, Kyber Network. If I hold 2,000 of these, I get free trading fees on Kyber Network. So that's what allows me to not have this system be eaten up by fees in a way on the Kyber Network side of things. So Kyber actually pumped from 62 cents to $1.65. And you can see I made kind of doubled my investment there over the course of 2 months. And at this point, I'm closing this one down because I need to hold the Kyber Network coins. But it did very, very well. My total value went from about 2,500 up to 39. Did really, really well. Now, next coin we have here is Ren right here. And the last column, by the way, is the one that has the last date on it. This is just, the calculation's trying to run down here. But Ren went from a dime up to 19 cents. So I'm benefiting from the pump. I had a net growth in my value of 49 cents. Now you're going to notice over here that when things are going up, the price growth, I'm not making as much as I would if I had the whole bucket in the coin. Remember, I'm splitting half of it into cash and half of it into the coin. But this is okay. This is the part that reduces the risk here and allows me to buy the dips when they happen. So I'm totally fine looking over here and saying, hey, I could have made this much, but I would have had all of my cash allocated, and I prefer not to have the risk. So that's the whole idea here with this constant value stuff. The other thing that's going on is by having a bunch of these different coins, we increase the chances that some of them pump over the course of a month. Another one that pumped was Link. I picked some good ones. Link went from 412. You could see here about a couple weeks in, it was at 480. And then it's grown to 604. So I did pretty well on that. Made 20% of the $2,000, about $400 on that one. BAT has stayed relatively even. even. I bought when it went down here in the second column. There hasn't been a lot of action here. It hasn't been as volatile as some of the other coins. But right now it is still up 7.24% based on the current price. So just a little bit of movement in this coin, very normal. And then I made 7% on that. Maker has gone down. So when this started, Maker was at 532. And it's now at 465 as I record this today. And you'll see this is an example of what happens. The coin itself lost 12% of its value. But my portfolio total is only down 5%. So this is on the downside. When this does happen, I'm buying in as things go down, and then I'm leveraging a little dip. So it's kind of went down to 442 here. I bought some more. Now it's coming back up, 477, 465 or so. So you can see that over time, this will go positive as long as it doesn't dump too hard. But if it does, there is a strategy for that. If it started to dump consistently over multiple periods, I just wouldn't buy in. I would wait for it to look like it leveled off, and then I would come back in right there. So if you see 2 drops in a row, I'll usually ignore this when I come and look at the sheet, and I won't buy again, as long as it's a significant amount. Mana is about even, so the central land here. So this one, let's see. So you see the price has gone down 1.18% over here in the price growth column, but I'm actually up 1.28%. And I'm playing with a smaller amount here. I think it's only about 840 total for the total value I started with. But you can see, there's an example of this little effort, kind of straight even. It's actually gone down in price, but I've actually made a return on it right there. And part of this, I will just remind you, the biggest reason why we can get away with this, if I was paying a lot of trading fees, these numbers would look different. I probably would be negative on this coin, but because I'm using Kyber's no fee setup that they offer for holding 2,000 KNC, I don't have fees. Now over here at Waves, I have Waves, BTC, and ETH trading on the Waves exchange. There's minuscule fees there. I'm not calculating, but they're like 0.003 Waves. It's like a third of a penny for every trade. So I'm just kind of ignoring those because I'm not doing a crazy high volume of trades. It's such a small percentage of the actual trade amounts. It's kind of a flat fixed thing. So I'm basically treating Waves as a no fee exchange. It's got less tokens and less liquidity, but for the major pairs, Waves, BTC, and ETH, I'm happy with that. So you can see Waves is down from 124 to 119 right here. And where am I landing? So the price has gone down 3.55%, but I'm only down 1.07 at the right side. And Waves is one of those coins that I think is a good candidate for this because it's not going anywhere. It's got a really good product. I love the exchange. It's got a lot going on. So I don't expect this to stay, the price to stay at these levels forever. But even if they do, even if they go down a little, I know that they're going to stay. This will always be a coin. It's not going to disappear, and I'm pretty safe. Bitcoin, where are we at? We went from 95.50 to 94.10. So again, just holding Bitcoin here. This isn't my whole Bitcoin holdings. It's just what I've added to this system. About $1,000 worth in the initial, $1,100 worth in the initial box, and down 0.9%, and the price has gone down 1.5. So another case where on the downside I've been helped out, and then here we have ETH going from 238 to 246. And I'm growing here. So you might look at these and say, hey, things have gone up. So over these past months, and that's true. Bitcoin hasn't gone up. The markets in general haven't, but because I had this basket of coins, I had this diversity, a few of them, went haywire. KNC, Ren, and Link. So I actually did probably about a 25% return in this 6-week or so period on these coins. I got to do those calculations. But I was very not stressed out. I wake up every day, I check my email, I get to inbox zero, I do my normal flow, and then I just kind of come in here and I look at where these coins are at. I look at this spreadsheet and I make a few moves here and there. I was traveling a little bit, enjoying summer or July 4th holiday. I didn't look at this for like 5-6 days, but I don't care. There's no emotion involved. It's just looking at what the price is at, letting the spreadsheet tell me what action to take, how many to buy and at what price. And then I move about my day, and I don't get all stressed out with charts and analysis and everything else. I will say that I do research, I watch YouTube videos, knowing which coins to buy and to include in these little baskets. I do get that from some YouTubers and from things that I'm a member of. I also do, when I first open up a position, I am watching some of the training that I have from iCoin Pro, for example, or from some of the other guys I follow, to know whether I'm kind of getting in at a good time. I don't intentionally buy in, when something's been pumped like crazy, for example. But when I feel like the coin is kind of in an accumulation phase, or it's kind of trading sideways, and I feel like it's safe to get in, I'll get in. So there is some analysis there. But beyond that, moving forward on these coins, I'm just, I'm not getting into anything that I don't think has a promising product or use case or something for the long term. And in the short term, I know that the volatility is going to lead to some nice returns here, or at least minimize any risks that I have involved. So hope this helps anybody out who's been doing the constant value thing here at Crypto Busy. And feel free to share this along with your friends if you want. Thanks.